Hello? That was weird. What happened there? I'm really sorry about that, guys. Hey Hades, how you doing? For some reason, all my devices just reset to default. And I don't know why. I have no idea why the bloody hell that happened. Basically, no audio was actually routing through to OBS just then. No headphone audio, no microphone audio, so just no signals getting through. And I'm like, what's going on? I don't understand. But no, it turns out I've just rerouted the desktop side audio to my headphones as normal. My microphone is obviously on, so I think we're good. Anyway, welcome back to Ace 30 Investigations 2. Carrying on with the third case in this game, we are going to unravel the mystery of Edgy Greg. He's like Greg, but he's edgy. He's like an edgy Greg. He's like eggy bread, but he's edgy Greg. Please understand. Just as a preface, I'm really tired today, so you guys might need to help me out a bit more than normal. My band played a gig in town last night. I didn't get home until something like 11:30 p.m. at least, and then I was up at 5. So like I've not just been burning the candle at both ends, I've been using the candle as like a butt plug, and just like now there is no candle anymore. It's just gone. Airport security found it, and it was a very, very, very unpleasant conversation for every... Ah! You know what? I probably deserved that. So, without further ado... Oh yeah, we've got an assertion from Manfred von Karma. Alright. So... Just to recap, his assertion is Tanjiro killed Frost with one of Scon's salt lamps in order to frame her for the murder. To complete the deception, he took it back to her room once the deed was done. After all, if it had been found in the victim's body, Tanjiro would have seemed doubly suspicious. A body may be hard to move, but a murder weapon considerably less so. And that is why there was no piece of evidence on the scene that pointed to a particular suspect. Apologies, guys. I clicked on something I shouldn't have. Right, okay. Let's just check back over the history. Okay. Right, so we haven't rebutted anything here yet. Hold it! So he took one of the salt lamps from Miss Scon's room back to his own. Indeed. He prepared it beforehand, knowing that it would be the perfect weapon with which to kill Frost. But we found the lamp in Miss Scon's room. Surely this cast Miss Scon herself in a suspicious light. Perhaps if you would let me finish. Now, as I was saying. Okay. Hold it. You're talking about the lamp made of rock salt that was hidden inside the candy castle, correct? Precisely. I was the one who found it. So be grateful. It's thanks to me you even have such a vital piece of evidence. What made you go inside the castle in the first place, if you don't mind me asking? Good point. Maybe you just wanted to see what it was like in there? Objection. Fools. You think I went in there on a whim? I went in there because detectives are an incompetent lot, so I investigated it myself. Oh, but I had nothing to do with the initial investigation. Hey, Zach, how we going, man? All good here. All good here. We've just started. I'm mostly exhausted today, so please bear with me. I'm a bit slower on the old cognition, I'm afraid to say. That's right. Detective Ban wasn't part of this investigation until very recently. If you want my trust, Detective, you'll have to earn it. And a good first step would be to stop wasting my time. Now, if you'll allow me to continue. Okay.
Hold it.
But he came under suspicion anyway due to the body being in his room.
Objection.
Oh, would you like to hear a favorite expression of mine? Even a dog can hold still and stay. Now let me finish. If only I could say the same to you.
Hold it.
Okay. So you think he hid the body in the chest, but removed the murder weapon from the crime scene? Yes. He foolishly believed his own creation to be the perfect hiding place.
Oh, I'm sorry, I had to help myself.
I think you mean you couldn't help yourself now. She doesn't seem very sorry to me. In any case, the weapon was taken away while the body remained at the scene of the crime. Okay.
Hold it.
Hold it! But if there's no proof, how can you say for certain that Mr. Tangaroo is the culprit?
Objection.
Is that the best you can do at pressing me? Listen here. The presence of the body in Tangaroo's room is itself proof enough of his guilt.
Objection.
And you didn't find evidence pointing to any other possible suspects. Perhaps you should take another look. You might... Oh. You really don't give up, do you? There is no need to take another look. Tangaroo is guilty, end of story. If you insist on asserting otherwise, then show me some proof to back up your ridiculous claims. I have to think back over the scene of the crime. If Mr. Tangaroo really isn't guilty, then there must be something that points to somebody else. Pressing Mr. Von Karma on any of his statements won't have much of an effect, I fear. My only hope is to find a piece of evidence that contradicts his claims. So we're looking for a piece of evidence that basically says there was someone else. There was no piece of evidence on the scene that pointed to a particular suspect. Seems pretty clear what the game wants me to do here. So, yeah. Let's see. So let's have a look then, huh? A seal that was found near the body when it was discovered. Okay. I wonder if it's this. Because look, you've got this cloth. She has lost a roll of it. So, try the cloth. I think it might be the cloth, you know.
Objection.
It is the cloth. Well, it's true that the murder weapon and the bloodstained chocolate were removed from the scene of the crime. But something else remained that does point to one person in particular. Take another look at the photograph of the body, if you will. The cloth covering the victim's lower half. Is that not one of the same luminous cloths we found in Miss Scott's room?
What's that, dearie? One of me lovely colourful cloths at the scene of the crime, you say?
Luminous cloth? Nonsense, I see no light to speak of.
I guess he doesn't know...
Wrong voice.
I guess he doesn't know how it works.
It may look like ordinary fabric at first glance, but attach one of these light-emitting devices, and the difference soon becomes apparent.
Look at his face. I don't think he was expecting that.
But the fact that the cloth can be lit up is neither here nor there. We have to show why it's important. One of the rolls of cloth from Miss Scott's room went missing. And if you look closely at the blue cloth in the picture, he's not clutching his shoulder in anger. No, he's not. He's not. He's clutching kind of more towards his side. Wouldn't you say it's clearly made of the same material, Mr. Von Karma? See, he clutches at his arm, but not his shoulder. I think that's a crucial detail. The salt lamp and the luminous cloth both belong to Miss Scott. And seeing as the body was wrapped in said cloth, surely even you have to admit that's suspicious. Mr. Von Karma, I think it's time to accept that a number of factors point to Miss Scott as a person of interest.
Oh! Greggy Pegleg, how could you? You're accusing me of all people.
I'm not accusing you of anything just yet, but I do think you're hiding something.
Ah, that's not...
Just to clarify, your assertion is that both the murder weapon and the cloth were in Miss Scott's room prior to the murder. Exactly. Is something funny? Only that you've walked so carelessly into my trap. Uh-oh. Oh, no, we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, aren't we? Ah, balls. You just activated my trap card. Now I'm going to send all of your creatures to the graveyard and have sex with them. Wrong voice. Neither the cloth nor the murder weapon were in fact in her room. So sorry to have to break it to you. What does he mean? Tangaroa spotted them before the contest began, and noted that the lamps and cloths contravened the rules. He subsequently confiscated them, and took them to his own room for safekeeping. What? Then, after the contest began, nobody saw hide nor hair of Frost as he had secluded himself in his room. And the only person capable of entering his locked room was Tangaroa, possessing as he did the only key. And as you now know, he was also in possession of the lamp used to commit the murder. So you see, I have had everything I need to get Tangaroa convicted all along. Well, how does it feel to have lost to me before even setting foot in the courtroom? This can't be happening.
Wait, all our hard work was for nothing?
Miss Scone, why didn't you tell us your stuff was confiscated by Mr. Tangaroa?
Well, dear. Mannequin said if I spilled the beans, I'd end up being the one under suspicion.
Mannequin. Mannequins? I'm sorry, what? Mannequins. Okay.
Mr. Von Karma said that? And he wasn't wrong now, was he? You two accused me yourselves just a second ago.
Pathetic. Curse you, Von Karma. You led us to the murder weapon knowing we'd make certain assumptions as a result. One more thing, my pathetic friend. There are two, and only two sets of fingerprints on the murder weapon. Two? Yes, those of Delicious Scone and Samson Tangaroa. No others were found. Tangaroa used the lamp he confiscated to murder Frost, and was foolish enough to hide it in Scott's room without first removing his fingerprints. At this rate, no one will even need to testify. My perfect evidence will do all the talking for me as I secure his guilty verdict.
Objection!
But wait, what about the luminous cloth that was left behind in Mr. Tangaroa's room? What about it? He probably meant to return it after disposing of the body. I don't have enough to disprove any of what he's saying. No more pitiful objections? Then get out of my sight and close the door behind you.
Mr. E!
Not about to just give up. I see you mean to waste more of my time. Bad! Escort them off the premises now! This investigation is not over yet. Oh, what an absolute lad. What a bad lad. Amazing. You love to see it. Detective Bad. What is the meaning of this? Sorry, but I'm not in the habit of leaving cases half solved. There's still one last thing for the crime scene we haven't identified. Oh, okay. He's right. We still have the evidence of somebody's activities to account for. We can discuss your lingering doubts at our leisure, Detective. But whatever they might be, they're no business of the defense's.
Objection!
I beg to differ. There's a piece of evidence I'm still not satisfied about either. Mr. E. Mystery, yes. We love the puns. And I suspect it might be the same thing that's bothering Detective Bad. What? This is the unidentified something that was left in Mr. Tangaroa's room. It's the seal, isn't it?
Take that!
Oh, no! We still haven't properly identified this piece of evidence. That's not what I was thinking of. Oh. Oh? It seems you're the only one who isn't satisfied here. And I assure you, there is no such thing as an unidentified piece of evidence to avoid karma. I picked the wrong thing. Okay. So it's not the... It's not the seal. Is it the teapot? No, that's identified. It's an unidentified something. The only thing I think it can be, Hades, and please correct me if I'm wrong, is the fingerprints. What do you reckon? It's the only thing that we have that's not identified.
Take that!
There are finger marks on There are finger marks on one of Mr. Tangaroa's creations. Supposing they belong to the murderer, it could certainly explain how their prints didn't end up on the murder weapon. Oh. How do you know so much about the crime scene? Because I'll let them look around. Wow! You let the defense examine the scene, Bad? You out of your mind? I don't remember you telling me not to. I fucking love this guy. He's amazing. He just looks Manfred von Karma dead in the eye with this face. And he's just like, yeah, I'm done with your bullshit, son. He has zero fear. No, he's got no fear at all. Like, he's not even slightly intimidated. He's like, I've got a job to do, and I ain't gonna let no motherfucker get in the way of that. Insolent worm. You would do well to remember this then, detective. That the results of your next salary review are up to me. Ooh.
Detective Bad's in trouble now, too. I'm sure glad you're my boss, Mr. Edgeworth.
And you do well to remember that the results of your salary review are up to your performance here. A mere attorney uncovering such a fact based on a cursory investigation. I'm almost impressed. But it's entirely possible that those finger marks belong to Tangaroa. After all, he wore gloves while preparing his creations.
Objection!
Did he now? But can you prove conclusively that the finger marks are his? Furthermore, there is still something about Miss Scott that doesn't add up. Is there? Or are you simply not prepared to admit defeat?
Oh, stop it, Greggy. Stop it, stop it. Why are you being so mean to your pal Delicia? I owed up to nibbling poor Sammy Poople sweeties. What more do you want?
These nicknames I can't. Sammy Pooples. Oh my god. Okay. These nicknames are batshit insane, I tell you. Oh boy. I don't want to have to make you a suspect, that much is certain. But you lied to us. And you're still not telling us everything.
Oh, Greggy, stop it. Stop bullying me.
I'm sorry, but you don't even know the temperature whipped cream should be kept at. What kind of professional confectioner doesn't know something as fundamental as that?
I'm sorry, all right. I'm sorry I'm just a silly, muddle-headed girl. What more do you want me to say?
I don't think you're muddle-headed at all. I think that you were never a confectioner in the first place. Oh. Enough! I'll thank you to keep your baseless accusations to yourself. Crazy pet name? She acts sweet, but it's a soft form of bullying? Yeah. She's trying to disarm us, I think. She's trying to disarm us from suspicion. It's not going to work. I suspect the hell out of her. Evidence is everything in a courtroom, in case you've forgotten. If you're going to accuse a witness of perjury, then I demand that you present something to back it up. But this isn't a courtroom, is it? Nevertheless, what proof do I have that Miss Scone doesn't know the first thing about making desserts? Miss Scone's so-called creations were all fake plastic models covered in a thick layer of whipped cream. I mean, it's this, isn't it?
Take that!
Every single one of Miss Scone's creations break the rules of the contest.
Objection!
The offending items, the cloth and the lamps, were duly confiscated as we had established. And the witness did not go and bring them back to her room herself.
Objection!
But those weren't the only rule-breaking items in her room. What? The entire fantastical world Miss Scone created, every last bit of it, it's all just a collection of plastic bottles slathered in whipped cream. That cream is the only authentic confectionery in the room. No real-world title contender would ever stoop so low. Is this true bad? Yup. Saw it with my own eyes. Stepped in it with my own shoes. Did we finally convince him? With her lies exposed like this, surely he can't continue to deny the facts. Miss Scone, your actions place you firmly on our list of suspects.
But no, dear, I'm no killer.
Then why don't you finally start telling us the truth? Who are you really, and why were you tampering with your rival's work?
All right. The truth is, I'm not the adorable little cook you see before you. I'm actually a pharmacist, if you can believe it.
A pharmacist? Hey, Blue Streak, how you doing? Welcome in. I can't blame you for being so surprised. This couldn't be further from what we'd imagined. So, what's somebody in your line of work doing entering a contest like this one?
Well, I just love eating sweets, if you must know. And Sammy Poo sweets are the best, or so they say. I just had to enter. I didn't mean to end up making it all the way to the final.
He's shitting himself. Even Mr. Von Karma is lost for words. That's it? That's the only reason you're here?
Yes, dearie, and it was worth it. Samson's Silly Pants sweeties are the tastiest treats I ever did eat.
And the finger marks. Were you the one wearing gloves?
Oh, no. That wasn't me, dearie. I don't even wear gloves.
Remember, Miss Scone's fingerprints were found elsewhere on Mr. Tangaro's other creations. I'd say that points to her not having worn any gloves.
Exactly, Lambkin. Greggy Pegleg's got the right end of the stick. I'm an innocent woman.
Objection!
I don't think you are. Is your head filled with cream too? I mean, if she gets away with Greggy Pegleg, it could be. What a horrendous thought. Oh, I'm so sorry, Bluefly. I'm so sorry. I've brought... What fresh curse have I brought upon this land? There's not really a term for a general UK citizen, is there? We just get referred to as Brits. We just get called Brits. Northern Irish think of themselves as Brits as well, you know. Most people in Northern Ireland are, they would describe themselves as Brit. Southern Irish? No, absolutely not. There's a very sore point, in fact, but no, we just say Brits. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully that's answered the question, huh? Yeah, we are the Brits.
Oh, sorry, Mannykins.
Her head may not be filled with cream, but she's certainly no master of subterfuge. Misfortunate asshole. You know what? Yeah. I have no rebuttal. I have no rebuttal whatsoever to that. So, you got me on that point there, Hades. Miss Scone, were Mr. Tangaro's works the only ones you sampled?
No, dear. I couldn't help myself. When I finished my afternoon tea, I tiptoed over to Chillywinks' room for a little taste too.
You were in the victim's room too?
Yes, dear. Nobody was in there, you see.
Quite possibly because the occupant was already dead.
I could only stomach one little bite. I never tasted anything so salty in my life.
I mean, her head's filled with cream and now she's tasting salty things. Sus.
So I had myself one of the tasty starshare bits off to the side to cleanse my palate. You have quite the sweet tooth, don't you, Miss Scan?
Indeed. What didn't she sample?
That's everything, I promise. Greggy Peggles, Mannykins, I'm so sorry. Ah! I didn't mean to make a mess of things.
As long as what you've told us is the truth, that's all that matters in the end.
Do not think for a second that this means I myself believe you. I'm going to investigate the victim's room now. We'll see how truthful you've really been after I'm through.
Mr. Von Karma, please let us accompany you. I think it's only fair that we be able to investigate the veracity of our conclusions.
Accompany me if you like, but don't think for a second you'll be permitted to conduct your own investigation.
We'd like to accompany you all the same. Man, Greg is like fucking balls of steel. Why does he keep doing this? Hang on. My webcam just disconnected itself. I might need to replace this. It might be dying.
What is the meaning of this?
He's a great protag, isn't he? Oh.
When we got to Frost Room, we saw nada. It was all gone. Whole enchilada.
Was this the work of the culprit? A dead body hidden in a chocolate chest? A murder weapon moved mysteriously to another room? This case was a real beach. It was gonna take some serious sleuthing to get to the bottom of it all. Huh. Okay. We actually ended quite close to the end of that segment, but last week, like you remember, my voice was just like bollocks, completely gone. Oh, interesting.
Whoa, went deep on that one.
Sorry, Mazzarino. Didn't mean to bend your ear for so long. I had no idea that's how it all came about. I read the files, but they don't go into anywhere near that level of detail.
Ha! I'll bet they paint things on a much rosier light for the prosecution, too. Von Kahn was the one in charge, after all.
What happened with the case after that?
Well, what with the ice sculptures vanishing from the victim's room, things hit a bit of a rough patch. So rough, in fact, it took a full year before they could even reach a verdict in the trial.
A year?
This was back before they brought in the whole initial trial thing. You didn't have to finish up in double quick time like you do nowadays.
I see. Did they ever find out how the victim's creations managed to just disappear?
Well, they were sorbets or frozen desserts, whatever you want to call them. Ice, in other words. And if it's made of ice, it can melt, which is exactly what they concluded must have happened. But there's a chance that wasn't how things actually went down.
What do you mean?
So this place is a gallery these days, but back then, it was Samson Tangaroa's place, yeah?
Indeed. And the site of the IS-7 incident.
Well, word is Frost's ice sculptures are suddenly back on display, 18 years after that fateful display.
The very sculptures the victim made.
Who knows? Could be they just modeled on the originals. But I figured it was worth coming down for a little look-see just in case. Seemed like the least I could do for poor old Gregory. Well, alrighty then. Let's go take a look at these icy marvels, shall we, kiddo? I believe they're on display in the Winter Wing. This is very snazzily known.
How old is Fender now?
So, Winnowing. How old is he now?
Like, he's got to be like in his... He's younger than me!
Fucking hell.
He's younger than I am. That's incredibly depressing. Case puts a lot of his earlier actions in perspective. It's good so far, I gotta say.
Ha, don't believe it. It's locks. The gallery's open for bids, but the winner wing's off limits. What gives?
Fender, perhaps you should look more closely at the pamphlet we were given. The wind swing is over there. Having Gregory as a main character is a really good idea. It gives a lot of context to Edgeworth as well. And it also gives a lot of context for, like, why... I think it's... The main thing it's giving us is a lot of context as to why Fender did not trust Edgeworth to begin with. I think that's pretty critical to the character, like you say. It's neat. It's neat. It is? Freaky. Could have sworn it with this one. Anywho, shall we? Time to dive on in and see what we should have seen 18 years ago. Okay. No! No! Why? Why? Why couldn't they have stayed in that god-awful case? Okay. Okay. I'm not happy about this, guys. See, they're still keeping it chilly as all heck in these rooms. I'm about to turn into a popsicle stick. They don't master this case in the slightest. Let's just ignore them, then. It is the winter wing, you know, but you're right. It's like a freezer in here. It could be a trick of the light, but it feels like the whole room's made of ice. The temperature controls will be somewhere in the back there if memory serves. Hey, Master, can you go peep the degree count? I'm thinking a complaint to the management's in order. There is such a thing as too cold, yeah? Alright, if you insist. Take your time, mosey around taking the sights while you're at it. I got a camera I need to prep for action. Feel like your pop might appreciate a picture of all this. I'll put it on his grave so he can have a gander. Of course. Who's this? Is this that kid from... Is this the kid from... 1-3? A boy wearing a backpack. What's he doing as an art gallery on his own? She wanted to run a gallery so bad she just quit the industry? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Does this boy know the owner of the gallery, perhaps? Okay. There are 2 large ice statues on display here. Excuse me. Guess these are remakes of Frost's work from 18 years back. He's going to be relevant much later. Understood. Understood. Real eye-catching stuff. Ice sculpture's a heck of an art form, huh? It is. These are the works my father never got to see. To think that I get to see them instead, so many years later. Sorry to butt in while you're deep in a think-on, Master. But would you mind looking this way a sec? This way? Beautiful. Yeah, just like that. Fender, really? Say cheese! Please don't do that again. I don't like having my picture taken. My bad, big guy. My bad. I had to check if this whole thing was still working is all. Now that you mention it, your camera does look rather ancient. Yep, vintage model. He's so honestly depressed it's not funny. He's very British in that picture. You ever heard of an instant camera? It develops the picture right after you take the shot. Still twist my noggin trying to think how it works. I know what an instant camera is, although I've never used one. Haha, should have known Mr. Know-It-All, Know-It-All. You really are your father's son. Alright, step aside. I need to get some good shots of the room here. For all he's joking, he looks very serious about the pictures he's taking. He must have his own theories about the IS-7 incident. Ooh, should have been a paparazzo. These are gold. They developed right away. Want to see? Well, since you already shoved one in my face. Alright, Brainiac, question. What do these 2 sculptures represent? They appear to represent Taurus and Gemini, 2 constellations best observed during wintertime. Bingo! He shoots, he scores. Ooh, you're a regular encyclopedia, Master. Guess that's why this is the winter wing, right? Because they are the winter star stuff on display here.
Anyway, seeing as I'm the nicest old rogue on the block, that one's yours for keepsies.
Thanks.
Okay.
So the victim made these same Zodiac statues out of flavored ice for the contest 18 years ago.
Sure did. Lovely crafted life-size designs. I only ever saw the old ones in photos, though. But these are the spin of the originals.
So this is what you wanted to show me?
Yup. I think Gregory would have wanted you to see them, too. And I may not have had it in me to come here on my own. Sorry to drag you along.
Not at all. I'm happy to be able to see where my father's final case unfolded.
Good to hear you say so, Palio. What say we grab another quick snap to commemorate this heartwarming occasion?
Absolutely not. There's a huge block of ice on display here. It must be incredibly heavy, though maybe not with being hollow on the inside. There's a constellation engraved into the surface along with some explanatory text. The Pleiades, known to some as Subaru, they form part of the larger constellation of Taurus. But why cram so many stars into one tiny part of a single constellation? I guess people in ancient times weren't hugely careful about such things. Oh, excuse me. There's an enormous block of ice on display here. There's some explanatory text engraved in it. Castor and Pollux. Every year in December, countless shooting stars can be seen emanating from this constellation. Oh no! I don't remember what voice she had. I think she had like a Texas voice, didn't she?
So then Damas needs to...
I wish these two would stop talking so loudly. It's difficult to concentrate. Never mind, I'll just go take a look at some other exhibits. Oh, good. Good, they're not relevant at all.
Huh.
Fender, I can't seem to find the temperature controls you mentioned.
Oh yeah, it's a little tricky if you don't know where it's at. Here, I'll have it open for you in a jiffy. Huh? Dang thing's locked. Oh, it makes sense, I guess. Wouldn't want the visitors cranking up the thermostat and melting the yard.
According to the pamphlet, the wind swing is kept at a constant 27 degrees.
How? What? That's British summertime! Ice melts! At 1! How is it 27? There's ice in here! It melts at 1!
Oh. Yeah, another thing that Americans are making very weird for us.
Oh wee! It's cold on the snowman's cold bits. I'm gonna freeze to death in here. Guess there's only one thing for it. Somebody's getting a snuggle. Hey, what's with the icy stare? You want me to freeze to death?
No.
Alrighty, I got the shots I wanted. Should we scoot over to another wing and see what's cooking? Might as well do the full tour while we're here.
I suppose so. Who's screaming? What was that?
It came from the fountain room. Come on, let's go see what's up.
Huh? It's the butts! And there's also that guy from the other guy from who was there for the contest as well. Okay. There's someone on the ground. Is that? Larry, what are you doing here? Actually, never mind that. What on earth is going on?
Edgy! You should have seen it. It was awful.
Just calm down and tell me why there is an unconscious man on the floor.
I didn't do anything. He just fell down in front of me. Wait, I know this guy.
Oh, it's her. I don't remember what voice we gave her before. She's the one who's Sonic the Hedgehog, but now she's all grown up.
Is everything alright? Don't you know it's rude to make a racket in an art gallery?
Oh, wait, no, wrong voice.
Don't you know it's rude to make a racket in an art gallery, you naughty boys? Wait, this smell. He's still breathing, but I know these symptoms. It's not safe, Miles. We need to get everybody out of here. Everyone, with me. There isn't a moment to lose. There's poison gas coming out of that room. Uh-oh. Well. Interesting. How's the victim doing, Fender? Not good. He inhaled a lot of gas. He's still out and it sounds like he's pretty serious. The plot thickens like whipped cream. I am having some single cream for my pudding later. I've got some apples and grapes, which basically we chuck them in a bowl, and then we put cream on top of them. Sometimes protein yogurt. It's really good. Really, really good. Excellent way to get like some fruit in your diet. But the paramedic said there's no signs of external injury. He was conscious before it happened. Anyways, he's alive, just barely. He's lucky we found him when we did. But like I said, he's not out of the woods yet. They put him in the medical room with a specialist. I see. I couldn't help noticing it seemed like you knew him, Fender. Sure do. That was Carmelo Gusto. He was here back when the whole IS-7 thing went down. The confectioner, so he was here 18 years ago too. Anywho, so this guy seems like he's in rude health. Oh, pal, yours, Mazzarino? Yeah, something like that. I'm glad you're okay, Larry. Something like that? Are you serious, Edgy? You've known me since elementary school. Crush a guy's feelings, why don't you? Anyway, you know you're supposed to call me Loris Donim when I'm dressed like this. So no more Larry, okay? Got that? This is Larry Butts. He's a bit of a troublemaker, but he's one of my only friends from back when we were little kids. Ever since he developed a passion for us, he's been trying to make it big as Loris Donim. But new name or not, he's still the same old Larry. Oh, grade school buddies. I need to go tell Gregory about this. He'll be over the moon till you have a pal. He was always worried you never click with anybody. Hear that, Edgy? You're lucky to have a friend like me. I never knew I was the cause of such worries for my father. Never mind that now, Larry. What are you doing here? Hey, Ara, how you doing? You're playing Cobblemon too hard you forgot AA Friday. It's also Saturday. It's also Saturday. Yeah, I was playing a gig yesterday, so I wasn't free for it. Yeah, we're having a little groove. Larice, Edgy, how many times do I have to tell you it's Larice? What are you doing here? Oh, I wasn't with the demon eyes. Alright, I'll talk. Just stop looking at me like that. Good, now talk. You want to know why I'm here? Well, they actually think for me art, of course. Oh, and I'm coming on a date with Lulu soon, so I thought I'd better escort the place out. So, not actually for your art at all. Larice, my man. An honest and a romantic. You'll have to introduce me to this lady friend of yours. Oh, sure. It's nice to have somebody take an interest for once. Spare me. Oh, by the way, Lauricio. Did you notice anything when you found the victim? Nothing in particular. Didn't you say you'd seen something awful? Oh, that. The old guy just appeared and then splat, he was on the floor. It scared the life out of me. But for once, I had nothing to do with any of it. Bullshit. Don't look so proud. That's the least we should be able to hope for. Honored guests, I can only apologize for the trouble you've experienced. I'm Judy Bound, the gallery manager. Another person from the I-7 incident. She looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. Good to see you, Judes. Mr. Fender, it's always a pleasure. She was at the reception desk when we arrived, so she's the one in charge here. I can't believe you had to go through something so awful. And on our first day in business. She really filled out, yeah. Yeah, those buns are definitely full of cream now. Whoo, boy. Hey, quit that. It's not your fault. Oh, wait, I guess I better introduce you guys. Judy, meet Miles Edgeworth, son of the late, great Gregory. Really? You're Mr. Edgeworth's son? Well.
Stop flirting with him.
Isn't this fabulous? That great man's son here with us. 18 long years have passed, but now look, he's here at last. It's very lovely to meet you, Mr. Fine Attorney number 2. Jody, that was the bomb. I see you're in good voice as ever.
Miles Edgeworth, prosecutor. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, you're a prosecutor?
I'm so sorry. Forgive me for jumping to conclusions. She's very polite, but there's something strange about her. It's the hair, isn't it? It's the hair. Look, you look at the hair. You look at her hair, and you're just going to think... And if you get that reference, you got good taste.
Hey, Judy, can I get an autograph? You can write it in here. Well, if you're sure you didn't want such a thing.
Why do you want it, Larry?
Rude! You know who she is, right?
Come on, Master, you don't keep up with showbiz news or nothing?
I guess that's no big surprise.
What's going on? Why are they looking at me like that?
Judy here's a living legend. It's not just TV. Movies, musicals, chart-topping hits, you name it.
Hee, oh, don't be silly. I'm just a humble art gallery owner now.
I finally quit the biz for good.
I finished shooting my last movie just the other day, in fact. Some of my co-stars were even kind enough to say they would come visit once we opened. Anyway, here you are, and good luck with your artistic endeavours.
Oh, thanks so much, Judy. I'll treasure it till my dying day.
Ah, you and me are peas in a pod, Larice. Peas in a gosh dang pod. How lovely for you both. Larry, could you go practice your drawing somewhere or something? You did come all the way to an art gallery after all. It would be a shame to waste the opportunity.
A real artist drawing our exhibit? What an honor. Huh. Guess even you can have a bright idea once in a while, AG. Alright, Judy. Seeing as you're so nice about it, I guess I will. Be right back.
They just casually get rid of him with the power of suggestion and insults.
Hee, he's a real live wire, that one.
That's one way of putting it. I can only apologize. By the way, there was another woman with you before. Where is she now?
You mean Delicia?
Delicia Scarn?
She's in the medical room helping to care for Mr. Gusto. I call it the medical room, but it's nothing quite so grand, of course. I couldn't stay with them as I'm the only one on staff, and I can't leave the gallery unattended for long.
Delicious Scone. We've heard that name before, haven't we, Fender?
Sure have. Sounds like our RS7 bingo card is complete.
Ah, something tells me this ain't a coinky-dink. Perhaps I could offer you gentlemen a cup of tea?
A drop of the old Judy Bound special blend? Ah, why not, for old time's sake.
That would be lovely, thank you. Did you see that? Simon reference. Clink. Clink, clink. Yes, that's where Simon lives. Simon. Simon. Simon! Okay. Okay. I had my moment, chat. I had my moment. Ow! Why? Simon Stalker alert. Listen, right? If Simon was to put you into his clink and call you a scallywag whilst making you his deviant dandy, you wouldn't object to that. Admit it, you wouldn't object to that one little bit, would you? No, you wouldn't. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I better go and explain things to the other visitors. That's definitely a sentence. Yeah. It was a bit, wasn't it?
You go do your thing, Jude. Thanks again.
The teapot's there. This aroma, Salon, I believe. Let's give it a try.
This is a fine blend. A top-quality salon indeed. Its citrus aroma. It's said to improve one's ability to concentrate, right? Haha! Your old man said those exact words 18 years ago. Really takes me back. There's just one difference. Dudes called the sauces back then, not the dado, it seems. Anyway, don't you think this is a little odd? Every single person from an 18-year-old case all assembled in the same place at the same time? Yes, it almost feels as if an investigation is in order.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir, you're all right.
Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender! We usually got caught up in a poison gas attack, but we came as fast as we could.
Oh, excellent, the gang's here.
Yippee! Go off and enter cavalry. Come on, team, bring it in. No way! Besides, you're both doing just fine. Gummy and I got ourselves all looked up over nothing.
Detective Gumshoe, what were you thinking bringing Kate with you? Sorry, sir. I knew it was dangerous, what with the poison gas and all, but she wouldn't take no for an answer. I ran, but I just couldn't shake her off.
When it comes to running away, the great thief Raya is the world champ.
Then run away, don't chase the poor detective. All set, sir. Just say the word and I'll head in there and start investigating. Wow. He's brave. Do. Yeah, that is a dino dance for sure. Oh, look at that! Perfect sync! Yes! Yes! Haha! Amazing. You guys stay here. That gas could still be dangerous. Alright, we're counting on you, detective.
Good luck at that, Dickie boy. No way! Gummy almost looked like a real detective. I'm so proud of him.
But he is a real detective. Wow, Kay. But this is Edgeworth speaking. Mr. Edgeworth, looks like the gas has mostly dissipated, sir. Very good, detective. Now calm down and tell me what you see. Yes, sir. First up, the exhibits. There's a statue of two people on the left side. And on the right side, some kind of two-horned animal. Wait, a statue of two people and a two-horned animal? That sounds familiar. In fact, it sounds identical to the display in the Winter Wing. Other than that, the place is looking pretty damp. Sprinklers sprayed the place good. Must be what stopped the gas from spreading. The sprinklers? Are there any signs of a fire? No, sir. And the fire alarm hasn't been triggered either. Sprinklers look like the type that detect heat and smoke. When they detect something, they send an alarm, or the fire or smoke to the security room. Guess they read the gas and smoke and triggered the smoke alarm that way. And was anyone in the security room when the alarm went off? This place only has one employee, and that's Judy Bound, manager. And she was at the reception desk across from the security room the whole time since the gallery opened. So she heard the alarm from across the way and turned on the sprinklers. Yup, seems they can only be switched on manually, and only from there. Wouldn't want the art getting soaked for no good reason, I guess. And if it's manual, you could maybe even check how bad the fire was and try to get some stuff out first. So the security setup is geared around protecting the exhibit. That makes sense in an art gallery, I guess. One more thing, it's freezing in here. It's at the Autumn Wing, this deep in Winter Wing. So the Autumn Wing is cold too. I checked temperature. It's 26.5 degrees in here, sir. Why is there ice? Why is there ice? That's hotter than it is in my office right at this very second. Fahrenheit? I don't operate in Fahrenheit. No one operates in Fahrenheit. No one uses Fahrenheit. Except for cocaine-addled nutters. Ah! This is Japanifornia. Be that as it may or be that not as it may, Heart. We only operate on Celsius around here, right? I am very cross right now, because I don't understand Fahrenheit. Satan uses Fahrenheit to troll people. You know what? That doesn't really surprise me. But, like, I have no idea how to actually read Fahrenheit. I do not understand it. So, this is meaningless to me. Like, 26.5 degrees Fahrenheit to me, I don't know what that equates to in, like, actual temperature units. He invented Fahrenheit to make fun for the Americans? See, really, I want Gumshoe to tell me how many degrees Kelvin it is in here. How many degrees Kelvin is it? Why is the autumn wind being kept at the same temperature as the winter wind? That's about all I've got for now. I'll let you know if I find anything else, sir. Understood. Thank you, Detective Gumshoe. Around 270 Kelvin? Right, understood. Wait, hang on. Is that right? I thought the sun was like 3 degrees Kelvin. Or am I like making up bullshit that I've misread somewhere? What did Gummy have to say? He said that the autumn wing is actually quite wintry. Huh? I don't get it. I'm wondering what it could mean myself. But it's a bit hard to tell from out here. 0 Kelvin is minus 273 Celsius. Oh, I see. And then so if no degrees Kelvin, if 0 degrees Kelvin is absolute 0, then is 1 degree Kelvin absolute 1. Are we doing like incredible science on the Shinsu Kaiose channel tonight? Have we just made scientific breakthroughs the like of which this world has never before seen? I'm astounded. So 1 degree Kelvin is absolute 1. You heard it here first, guys. You heard it here on my channel first. Yes, we do science here. Oh, baby. That's not how absolute works. Well, then I don't get it. I mean, I have, like, no understanding of physics, and I think this comes under physics, I think. Yeah, I have no understanding of physics. Never let Lloyd do physics. I mean, I can tell you the physics of a road traffic collision. That's probably about it. I'm wondering what it could mean myself, but it's a bit hard to tell from out here. We should try to get in there as soon as the police are done with their investigation. Amen to that. We need to see what the deal is for ourselves. So basically, absolute 0 means nothing moves, no particle moves, even light is frozen? So does that mean that a black hole is 0 degrees Kelvin? Like, because, I mean, I know that that's gravity causing light to fail to escape. But if light is frozen in... That's different. Okay, understood. Super cryogenics is one hell of a mess. Yeah, I mean, what happened... People be like, I'm going to freeze myself and wake up in the future, and it's like, you get frozen and then defrosted and used for cannibalism. Light does move in a black hole, it just can't go past the event horizon. Understood. Understood. Is there anybody else who might know something in the meantime? Black holes emit X-rays. Ah, understood. Understood. Oh yeah, there is one guy, Mal's best bud. Is... what? If we have to, and I guess we have to. Wait, that's... Kid, didn't expect to see you here. You're looking as fresh-faced as ever. Huh, yeah, long time no see, Larry, right? So here's the deal, kid. I'm Larice right now. You see, I'm also a bit of an artist. Oh, so it's your alias. I like it. Good to see you, Larice. I always knew you were a nice, thoughtful kid. Unlike some people. He just says nothing. I have some questions for you, Larry. Wait, did he say something? He didn't. He just... What the... How am I a suspect? Just because I found the guy doesn't mean I did the crime. I never said you did. I just need you to tell us what you saw. You said you saw something awful. How so exactly? Look, I didn't see anything. I didn't do anything, okay? I don't think I did, anyway. Whoa, Chief. You didn't sound too sure yourself at the end there. There's something you should know about him, Fender. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Hold on. Yeah, my butts is stinking right now, too. Oh, hope you didn't hear that. Gotta go eating, no worries, Ara. We'll probably still be going, so yeah, by all means, feel free to swing back. We've been saying that about Larry for 26 years now. Wait, is Larry 26? He is. We still don't know her age. Oh, jeez, that smells. She's 34. Rule 34? Mayhaps. Okay. Okay. His ability to track trouble is legendary, for want of a better word. Carmelo really aged. Yeah. He aged and he turned into Santa Claus. Look. Jingle bells, Robin baked a cake. Batmobile lost a wheel on the motorway. Hey! It might be worth a save. Oh, shit. Why would you scare me like this? I suppose I better find out what he did this time. Oh, is it chess time? Our aim is to uncover anything that Larry might be hiding. However, I didn't see anything, I didn't do anything, you can't prove otherwise. It's almost impossible for him to keep his cool. I'll need to bide my time when he gets agitated and wait for him to calm down. Let's start by asking him to go into detail about what he's doing here. He shouldn't prove to be too much of a challenge, so let's get this over with. Why exactly did you come to the gallery today? What kind of question is that? What, you think I don't belong in a gallery or something? Bide time. Hey, if you're going to ignore me, then I'm going to paint your portrait. When I'm done, I'll scribble all over it. I'm joking, okay? I'd never scribble on one of my pieces. How could I? They're valuable artworks. According to you, perhaps, I imagine I might struggle to agree. Oh, laugh it up, funny guy. Luckily, some people actually believe in my work. Okay. She's called Lulu, okay? And she says my pictures are masterpieces. So if she likes something, I'll draw it for her. Anything at all. And where is this Lulu? How come you're here alone? What, a guy can't be apart from his girlfriend for 1 second. I have my own life too, you know. Bide. Fine, Lulu said she's a Gemini, okay? So I thought I could do a sketch of the statue to show her on our date. And I expect you're pretty proud of this sketch. Not so much this time, actually. But, you know, it being her side and all, I just thought maybe she might kind of like it. So you're here for the Gemini sculpture. Ha! How very like you to try to tell me nothing and give so much away in the process. So to summarize, you came here today to draw a sketch of the Gemini statue for your girlfriend Lulu. What? How'd you figure all that out? From your incessant prattling, you just can't help yourself, can you? Fine, then I won't say another word. Larry may want to keep his mouth shut now, but I'll have my answers one way or another. Let's ask him what he did after he arrived here at the gallery. We'll soon see what he's hiding. It's just a matter of time. We're going to save there again. Okay. Alright, tell me what you did once you arrived here. What's the big idea? Why are you staring at me like that? I don't remember. I didn't have a pamphlet, so I didn't know what was where. I just kind of hung around by the fountain. You didn't get a pamphlet? You didn't receive a pamphlet when you paid your entrance fee at the reception desk. Oh. Huh? You mean entry isn't... It's not free to get in here? You didn't pay upon entry? You mean to tell me that you entered without paying? I'm sorry, okay? I wasn't deliberate. There wasn't anybody at the reception desk is all. So I thought entry must be free. Miss Bound wasn't at the reception desk? You're saying Miss Bound wasn't at the reception desk at the time? Hi, Cyber. I'll get to your question in just a second, I promise. Yeah, but it looked like there was maybe somebody in the little room opposite. Interesting. According to Detective Gumshoe, Miss Bound had to enter the security room to activate the sprinkler system. And I expect she wasn't at the reception desk because she was busy responding to the incident. And right after she finally got the place open for business, too. Poor Judy. The Winter Wing, the gallery's greatest attraction. It's going to be ruined now. You know a lot about the Winter Wing.
You say you don't have a pamphlet, and yet you seem to know all about the Winter Wing. Okay, we ain't got time no more now. So, hi Cyber, how you doing? So, this case is, as I understand it, the case. It's a historical case where things are starting to come about from it, but it's also the one where Edgeworth's dad got Manfred von Karma that penalty, and because of that, this is where Manfred von Karma became obsessed with revenge and decided to murder him from. For example, the Gemini statue you came here to draw just so happens to be in said room. Therefore, it was your intention to visit the Winter Wing all along, wasn't it? Ow! How'd you get me again? Fine, you're right. I came here for the Gemini statue. And yeah, I came here to visit the Winter Wing. I won't deny it. Larry's not one to confess so easily. Then again, he's always managed to surprise me in unusual ways. Let's see what more he can tell us about the Winter Wing. I expect even Larry has found his feet a little by now. I'll have to watch his reactions more carefully and see what information I can glean from him. Okay. What did you see in the Winter Wing? What did you see in the Winter Wing, Larry? You don't let up, do you? I told you I didn't see anything. Gallery's at nice and all, but I kind of changed my mind once I got here. Thought I'd go meet my girlfriend instead. Want to learn more here? I'll need a clue of some kind. I'd better try another approach for now. I'm done with you, go home. That's it, I'm done with you, Larry. Go home! You sure? I mean, I'll totally leave if that's cool. I was just thinking of dropping by Lulu's anyhow. No, wait, I didn't mean... My mistake. Seriously, Edgy, I think it's time you start taking responsibility for the stuff you say, don't you? No! Scolded by Larry. Forgive me, would you mind giving me just a little more of your time? If I have to, I guess. Maybe you could sweeten the deal with a free dinner? Very well. I must be more careful about what I say. Oh! Ow! Larry, be honest, did you enter the Winter Wing? What is that? Is that suspicion I see in your eyes? I tried to get in there, sure, but... You didn't go in? You tried to get in, but you couldn't. Yeah, exactly. I wanted to get in there, but... That old guy came out and fell to the ground, and like I said, it was all pretty shocking. The victim prevented you from entering. So you were unable to enter the Winter Wing because the victim emerged and collapsed in front of you? Yeah, he came right out the Winter Wing door, and then down he went. But wasn't it the Autumn Wing the victim came out of? If that stupid poison gas thing had never happened, I'd be in there happily sketching away right now. Larry seems to have the Autumn and Winter Wings mixed up. Regardless, it seems his aim really was to make a sketch of one of the statues. This could be a useful clue. What did you see in the... We've gone through this, haven't we? Didn't you say you came here to make a sketch of one of the statues for your girlfriend? You gave up on that a little easily, don't you? Surely you saw something even if you were distracted by the victim's collapse. Well, I did not see something, but that doesn't prove that I did see something totally terrifying either, does it? So you saw something totally terrifying, did you? You first read that Ace Attorney was meant to be faster paced, we had to keep pressure on a witness so they'd recover and clam up. I guess this must be an adaptation of that, yeah. Really, Larry, you could at least try to make this a little harder for me. I put it to you, Larry Butts, that you did in fact see something totally terrifying. How do you do it, Edgy? You're some kind of mind reader. Fine, I guess there's no point trying to keep it a secret any longer. I'm not sure there's much point in you trying to keep any secrets given your track record. It wasn't exactly the most edifying use of my time, but that's checkmate. Okay. I honestly thought telling him to go home would make him get offended and give me information. I couldn't help staring at that Gemini statue. My eyes were drawn to it.
Objection!
You keep talking about a Gemini statue, but there's no way you saw what you think you saw. It's simply not possible. What do you mean? You think I saw a ghost statue or something? Larry's still labouring under the misconception he was looking at the Winter Wing. This piece of evidence shows us what Larry was really looking at.
Something like that might happen later. Hmm.
Take that!
What? What? I don't get it. He said he went to look at the... We already established that there's, like, 2 Gemini statues. The statues in the Autumn Wing are the same as the ones in the Winter Wing. That wasn't right? What? Larry thinks he saw the interior of the Winter Wing. But... Hang on, so we're meant to say, hey, you haven't seen what was in that room because they're different things. But the thing with... Gumshoe went in there and they were very clearly the same fucking things. These were not there, right? These were. In here. What? That makes no sense. That makes 0 fucking sense. It should only make it stranger. No, it just means that it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Because if Gumshoe went in here, and these 2 statues are in here, then this does not prove anything at all. What? I fucking hate it when these games do this. It's like, hey, here's some really obtuse point that you should be able to apparently get instantly, and it makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
Take that!
Oh, I call bullshit on this one. Because you cannot make this make sense. Take a look at this pamphlet. The Autumn Wing features sculptures depicting Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. Not only that, but I've seen the statue depicting Gemini in the Winter Wing for myself. Which means that whatever you saw, it can't have been a statue of Gemini. Haha, grilled Myrtle, get dumped. You bot. Guess that makes sense. Why is he not more surprised by that? It did seem pretty weird now I think about it. One of the 2 people did look like a goddess. So the other stuff, I guess that wasn't my imagination either. Other stuff? You're interested in it too, aren't you, Edgy? Great, let me show you. Show me what exactly? Drew a picture of it all. Got the all scene down exactly as I saw it. But I'm still not that confident in my work, so, well, I want to see. Really? Alrighty, here. What on earth? It's grotesque. No, it's not. It's ketchup. You're trying to tell me the statue is crying tears of blood? I have to say, Larice, it's pretty scary. Right, because it was scary. It was supposed to be a statue of Gemini, but it up and turned into a goddess right before my eyes. There's a ladder here, guys. Look. It's a ladder. Do you see it? Just here. It freaked me out so bad I screamed out loud. So he wasn't reacting to the victim collapsing in front of him after all. Wait, when you say it turned into a goddess, what do you mean exactly? What do you mean, what do I mean? The bottom half was suddenly a fish, that's what I mean. A goddess with a fishy bottom half? Sounds like Pisces to me. I heard it's all based on this legend of a goddess and her son turning into a fish to escape some baddie. Wow, really? I thought Pisces was just 2 plain old fish. Edgy, do you think the statue's cursed? I mean, tears of blood turned into a fish. That's some pretty cursed stuff right there. Don't be a fool. I imagine you simply mistook one statue for the other. Okay. Oh, look at you, tucking it carefully into your organizer. I simply thought I might have a use for it later. Maybe in the bathroom. Yeah. Something to bear in mind is that Miles Edgeworth does not know how to use the 3 seashells, so he is reliant on Larry Butts to keep a constant supply of toilet paper available.
You're the worst, Edgy, the worst! Kind of freaky deaky though, huh? A statue with the bottom half that changes shape? I'm pretty keen to find out what went down in the autumn wing, aren't you?
I suppose I am, yes. Could there be some kind of trick to the Pisces statue, perhaps? Yes, Edgeworth speaking. I'm just about done here, sir. There's no danger from the gas anymore. You can come in now. Thanks. Good work, Detective. It seems it's finally safe to enter the autumn wing. The good detective shows impeccable timing. Come on, let's go take a look. I want to see this Pisces statue. You going in there, kid? Maybe I should come along too. Did you really think I was going to leave you out here on your own? I know better than that. Alright, everyone, to the autumn wing. Here we are at last, and it really does look a lot like the winter wing. Glad you could make it. Oh, hey there. You're, Harry, was it? Good to see you, Harry. Hold on. You see what I mean? They're basically the same, except for this one little bit. Grr. Okay. No! For the last time, the name is Larice Donin. What's happened is there's suddenly, like... I saw that there was, there's this bit here. They have legs there. But, like, this statue is the same. This is still the same. This is the only bit which is... Yeah, the cape being moved was like... Hold on. Oh, it's on the Taurus. Huh. But then... Is it going to be some bullshit like, oh, that's actually Capricorn or Aries, and it's not Taurus at all? It's like, but they look exactly the same. And there's just the notches on the horns. That is some absolute grade A bollocks right there. My God. Sometimes the reaches that these games put onto me to get to through what it claims to be logic just... It's clearly shifty, if nothing else. It just seems designed to, like, trap you. Because, like, that was almost a random bullshit go moment. What was it that Edgeworth just said? Detective, your report if you don't mind. Yes, sir. Okay, so first off, I found a blowtorch. You're suddenly picturing Larry as a courtroom sketch artist, he'd probably be good at it. I forget that those exist sometimes, you know. The nozzle was still warm from when I found it, so I guess it was used pretty recently. Was somebody using it to heat something? Okay. Was the stepladder already like that when you entered? Ah, I guess it was used by whoever let out the gas. The gas was inside the case until someone opened the lid. Is that so? Ow! Hey, Nonso. The Pisces statue. You sure up under your constellation, sir? You know what the one in the other case is too? This is the autumn wing, so I imagine it should be Capricorn. Don't let gas out in public. I fart a lot. Like, I am very liberal with my tooting. It has to be done. Guess there's no fooling you, sir. I thought it was supposed to be Taurus. That weird cloth draped around has kind of tripped me up. Isn't that a piece of that luminous cloth from way back when? What's that doing here? Now we have evidence from the IS-7 incident too? Okay. Taking a look around. It seems there's a piece of luminous cloth on each of the other cases too. Yeah, and that just makes me want to see what's hiding underneath real bad. Sure, let me whip it all right off for you. There's going to be a body, Here comes a corpse.
Wow, they're beautiful.
Oh. So the transformation Larry witnessed, could it have been the moment when the cloth around the Pisces statue lower half fell away?
See, Edgy, see? I wasn't imagining things, I was mistaken. Listen, Master, I think we can all agree this room is fishier than a bucket of fish. My hunch is that somebody deliberately tried to make this room look just like the Winter Wing.
Yeah, so I was thinking exactly the same thing. They even covered the statues up in just such a way as to make them look similar. With the cloth over the bottom half, the Pisces and Gemini statues look almost the same.
Ditto for Capricorn. Cover his bottom half up and he looks pretty much like Taurus. The other two can't be fixed as easily, so covering their cases up complete was the only answer.
So somebody went to some lengths to disguise the Autumn Wing as the Winter Wing. I'd say we need to take a closer look at things in here, wouldn't you, Vendor? Mr. Winner and Judge Gavelle. Shit. Oh, what the heck are you guys doing here? You're the last thing I need. This is my senior here.
Mr. Edgeworth, it seems I have failed in my duty yet again. I pray one day to make you see that your presence is not required at every crime scene.
Ugh.
And that co-opting the good detective for your own ends is neither right nor good. I will have to give serious consideration as to how the Goddess of Justice would have me judge you.
You got it all wrong. It was me who asked Mr. Edgeworth to help, not the other way around. It was? Well then, you know what that means, Detective Flatfoot. Oh, you mean... Exactly, your salary check is taking a hit. Bet you're looking forward to payday now. Always wanted to say that. Man, getting a wage cut from you of all people. Not so fast, Mr. Winner. I was simply assisting with the police's investigation as a witness and bystander. Detective Gumshoe is entirely in the right. Oh, he is, huh? So you're saying I should give him a bonus instead? That's not what I'm saying at all. Edgeworth, fuck you! Give him the bonus, you asshole! Give Gumshoe the bonus! Fuck you, Miles Edgeworth. The one time you could do something nice for Gummy. Eustace shouldn't wear a cape, he'd be better dressed as a maid. No. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because maids are hot. Eustace is not. Right? If you want more evidence for why maids are great, go and watch Akiba Maid War. It's an amazing anime. Akiba Maid War is so fucking good. Like, it only got one season, but like, that one season was flawless. You were trying to curse everyone out, I see. Hey, I wouldn't mind a little salary bump.
Your compassion and generosity are truly heartwarming, Eustace, but we must take into account past transgressions when making judgments that concern the future.
Uh-oh. Donk.
And I hereby judge Mr. Edgeworth and his associates unfit to tread the hallowed ground of this scene. What? We only just got here! The Goddess of Justice has conferred her blessings on Eustace, and Eustace alone.
By which you mean this is Mr. Winner's case? That's exactly what she means. It's time for the Warmarked Act to get off the stage. After all, I solved this one already. I have a suspect lined up and everything. What'd you say? A suspect? Already? Ooh. Who else but your artist friend over there? Oh, yeah. Alright. Yeah, no objections, Eustace. Do what you need to. Take him away.
Me? Me? What's going on, Edgy?
Your guess is as good as mine. I can't even begin to imagine how the boy's mind works. Unsurprising you lack the attitude to understand the winning mindset. Lack the attitude? Something tells me he doesn't know the real winning turn of phrase.
Well put, Eustace. Mr. Edgeworth does indeed lack a certain aptitude.
Yeah, exactly. Where's your aptitude, smart guy?
Wow, he's totally shameless.
Underestimate my information gathering skills at your own peril. Before we came here, we dropped by the medical room to ask the doctor there a few questions. And he told me where the poison gas came from. And where might that have been?
It's this chemical you find everywhere. I can't think of the name just now, though. Wait there a second. Let me just call him real quick. Perhaps I can answer your question while Eustace is on the telephone. Well, let me make a call if you know the answer. The gas was created by mixing two specific chemicals. Ubiquium and asphyxian. What? Okay. See, I can do that too. When I mix mypicium and a fartian. And let me tell you, those two together kill. Slaughter, in fact. You gotta go, Hades. No worries. You take care, and if you're about tomorrow, we're playing some Tectonica again. So, might see you about for that. If not, take care and have a good one. And yeah, thanks for swinging by again, as always. And also, the Devil's Bubbly. Oh, no. The Devil's Bubbly is what I get when I've had too much hot sauce. Oh, no. I took some Carolina Reaper sauce into work the other day. That was fun. That was fun. What kind of chemicals are they? Ubiquium is a red liquid used in all manner of everyday products. Paint and dishwashing liquids among various others. On its own, it is entirely benign. So it's something anyone can get their hands on. Precisely. But the same cannot be said for asphyxian. That does sound nasty. What's it used for? It is the main ingredient in a product called Infesticide Ultra. It is pure white in colour and is unavailable to the average consumer. In fact, it is now impossible for members of the public to obtain it here in this country. As such, we are currently investigating where it might have come from. Okay. I'm back, and I know the name of the chemical now. Don't waste your breath. Judge Gavell informed us already. Huh? Oh, great. That'll make this quicker, I guess. So the source of the gas, ubiquium, is used in paint and stuff, right? And there was somebody here at the gallery today who brought paints with them. Your friend, the artist. You can't accuse me just because of that. Objection to the paints on that palette in your hand. Edgy, is this kid okay? He seems a little... Indeed, I haven't known him long, but he's a little prone to jumping to the wrong conclusions. Hey, quit talking about me like I'm not even here. Ignore them, Eustace. They're simply intimidated by you, nothing more. Why not give them yet another reason to fear you with one of your winning deductions? Winning? Yeah, good idea. Get a load of this, losers. Our friend the artist here won the race to find the victim and was first on the scene, correct? And the gas the victim was poisoned with is made from ubiquium, which, as we know, is found in paint. He was carrying paint on his person. He was one winning stride away from the victim, which surely makes him the winner in our list of suspects. Right, Gavell? You think so too, right? It is a possibility that certainly can't be discounted. Well, would the artist like to share his version of events? Did you leave red paint at the scene of the crime? Or something more sinister? The catalyst for a cloud of toxic gas, perhaps? Think I might have left me out there, you know. And you might have picked it up. Fucking hell. Larry! Don't riz the judge! I would be careful what you say to me. My gavel is already primed to deliver a guilty verdict.
Objection!
Ignore him, please, Your Honour. It's for the best.
Objection!
Quit stalling. You can't run away from the fact my reasoning is flawless. So admit defeat and crawl out of here with your tail between your legs, because I win. Ha! I have better things to do than pick holes in your faulty logic, but I don't suppose I have much choice. Was Larry popping out the gat for the Rizzler? No, Larry was trying to squeeze the gat and be a Rizzler, but he was failing at both.
Hold it!
I'll be the first to admit he's something of a suspicious character.
Objection!
First to admit, are you trying to beat me to it? But you can't, because I'm the winner. I'm the first rate, always. I'm a first rate artist, you say? Larry, I don't need you to make this any more convoluted than it already is. Please, Mr. Winner, just continue.
Hold it!
We do indeed. It seems it's found in a number of everyday products. Right, which makes your friend's paint pretty darn suspicious. But isn't it also found a bunch of other stuff too? She has a winning point, I guess, right, Gavel? I suppose she does. As I said, ubiquitous is also found in dishwashing liquids, among other things. In other words, paint isn't the only possible explanation. No, but just listen to the rest of my amazing deduction, will you? It's a material made of ubiquitous. Why do I suddenly have this amazing urge just to enact violent justice upon everything around me? And, like, make a really, like, crazy fucking yandere face. Do you get the joke, Dodso? Please tell me you get the joke. Please. Please understand my joke. Right. No, we're good. Okay. Please tell me you got the joke.
Hold it!
No! It's a reference to Seryu Ubiquitous from Akame ga Kill. It's by no means certain the paint was the source of the poison gas. Huh. Well, it's by no means certain that it wasn't either. Was that supposed to sound clever? Have you seen Akame ga Kill? What a reaction. You saw Akame ga Kill when it released. Nice, nice. Ooh, sorry, I just had to fart then. Copying Mr. Edgeworth speaking styles, those shortcuts are looking cool, you know. You make it sound as if there's something wrong with how I speak. Anyway, to bring it all home, my winning deduction shows he had paint and he was closest to the victim. The ending with Esteth just made you feel bad. Yeah. Yeah. Man. Like, Esteth was, well, yeah. Moving on before I get banned by Twitch.
Hold it!
That's really all you're basing your suspicion of Mr. Butts on. What? You have a problem with that? Then show me some proof, loser. Put up or shut up. He's literally asking for it, Mr. Edgeworth. He is, so let's find the right piece of evidence and really give it to him. We know that Mr. Winner isn't much of a listener, and we also know that his reasoning is likely to be based on a flawed assumption. Yeah, he even found the other guy and he still got it wrong somehow. You tabbed out and only listening. You thought we were drooling over X-Death from Final Fantasy V. I've never played Final Fantasy V. No, we're drooling over S-Death from Akame ga Kill, who can step on me. Let's get this over with as quickly as we can. It's all a waste of our time. X-Death is a tree monster? Ha, so X-Death has the Trussy. Understood. Understood. Actually, have you ever thought about, like, what Lord of the Rings ent porn must look like? That's got to be kind of hot, right? So what evidence... I think it's the picture. No, because they're still filming it. Ah, understood. Understood. See, the statue's bleeding and there's a stain there. The anime was tragic with nothing positive feeling by the end. You know what? No, but that was kind of the point, you know. I enjoyed it immensely. I've actually got the full manga upstairs in my loft. And it's like, it's one of the few manga series that I've actually got completed. Now, we just need to work out which statement do we present on.
Let's save here. I don't know which one I should be presenting on. And there's no way I'm giving my health to this little wanker.
Objection!
Not that one. I'm not giving my health to this little twat. I'm almost certain it's the sketch, because the sketch very clearly shows a big puddle of red paint around the bottom. Try this one.
Objection!
No? So it's the one before then. If you want an anime about rebelling or dramatic horrors of an empire, you'd rather watch Kill la Kill of FMA Brotherhood. I mean, yeah, I suppose, but I thought I Can't Make a Kill, like, for what it was, like, for the story it was telling, everyone dying by the end of it was kind of the only way it could logically finish up, I think. Right, let's try this one then.
Objection!
What? Wait, what? Huh? It's not the sketch. It's not the sketch, so it's not the thing that very clearly shows that there's red paint around something that Larry has gone in and seen. And he's just drawn. What? Huh? Wait, what the fuck? So... What? We don't have anything else. We don't have anything else that gives another possibility. It's one of those cases you have to present multiple evidence except for once we can swap them. But none of the other evidence makes any sense. Oh, you can't swap them. Right. But, I mean, this is the only piece of evidence that does actually make sense. Because there's red paint. Larry's walked in and seen this. And there's red paint there. There's loads of red paint. Which, the game has just told us, creates poison gas when this is put into it. Therefore, this shows, actually there's another possibility. And nothing else does! What? What? It's the poison gas ingredient. But the ingredients by them... What? Oh my fucking god. This case is going down in my estimation. We've had two senseless presents on the bounce, right? The last present we had in the last case was a random bullshit go, and now we've had another one here as well. They should have allowed us to present them in any order. Well, presenting the ingredients first without the sketch is contextually nonsense, right? It just doesn't make sense. All right, I'll try it.
Objection!
This is like... This is enough to knock the case down in my estimation. It was pretty good before, but take me away from this and put me back with Greg, please. Give me old Greg. Give me old Greg. I want the fish man. I want old Greg the fish man. There's a storm? Oof. Hope that lets up soon. Your deductions are anything but winning, I'm afraid, unless you're looking to win a prize for incoherence. So you agree that I deserve a prize? What you deserve is to be set right. The gas came from within the case containing the sculpture of Pisces. It did, and it was created by the artist guy. With the red paint that we know is full of ubiquium. Allow me to offer you a bit of advice, one prosecutor to another. It always helps to listen carefully to others. The gas is created when ubiquium is mixed with another substance, asphyxiant. Paint containing ubiquium alone wouldn't create any kind of gas at all. Huh, it wouldn't? I thought they said the guy was asphyxiated with ubiquium. So you're telling me all this was based on a mishearing the forensics report? Yeah! The gas had already done its work by the time Mr. Butts found the victim. Perhaps it's your own aptitude you should be worrying about. My aptitude? What does that even mean? You literally used the word 5 minutes ago.
It means one's ability, or how suited one is to a particular task, Eustace. And attitude, the other word you misused only minutes ago as well, is another thing entirely. I get what you're doing. You're making fun of me again. What I am doing is demonstrating that you do not have the aptitude required to head up this investigation.
Overruled.
Before you go any further, you might wish to consider some of the flaws in your own statements. And what flaws might those be? Firstly, that you cannot prove your artist friend did not enter the Autumn Wing. And secondly, that you cannot prove the red paint did not have something to do with the crime. But the paint isn't important on its own, surely. What's important is the combination of the red ubiquium with white asphyxian. How exactly were the two substances introduced to one another? Surely we need to figure that out before anything else. Indeed we do. And that is what Eustace will be investigating next. Or what he would already be investigating had you not been here making needless trouble. We are not here to make trouble. Quite the opposite, in fact. We're here to help. Are you saying you know how the gas was made? I don't believe you. I can certainly point towards a vital clue as to how it was done. He is bluffing, Eustace. Ignore him. It's fine, Gavel. He's clearly lying. Might as well let him talk himself even further into a corner. Why does she go along with this guy's bullshit? What? Is she brain damaged? Is she brain damaged, but like the bad kind? Like, not the sort that I've got where everything's just kind of fun and spicy. Come on then, show me what you've got. What shows how the gas was created, huh? I was too fast? What do you mean? Huh? I was too fast? What? What do you mean? Nande? You're about to troll me about the brain damage? You can't troll me about the brain damage. It's impossible to troll me about my brain damage, trust me.
Take that!
You're saying this somehow shows us how the chemicals were mixed to make the poison gas? That's exactly what I'm saying, yes. Thank you for noticing. Well, they do say I have a good eye. The red tears Mr. Butt saw, that was the ubiquium. Wait a second. You're saying the statue cried this stuff out? What, so our culprit is some kind of evil spirit? How much time am I going to have to waste taking through this step by step? The red tears alone would not have been enough to create the gas. They must have mixed with something else inside that case. What? And what evidence do you have that that's what happened? The evidence is right there in the sketch I just showed you. I need to point out the part that shows the two liquids are mixed together. Well, this is pink.
Take that!
Oh, okay, so actually, the thing that's obvious turned out to be right for once. Thanks, Ace Attorney. Real pog. Observe the pool of pink liquid beneath the Pisces statue's glass case. This clearly shows that the two chemicals mixed. What? Wait, I don't get it. How does that prove that some ubiquium mixed with some asphyxian? We have an artist with us. Why don't we ask him? Larry, you claim to be something of a painter. I imagine you have some experience mixing colours. What happens when you mix red with white? Don't treat me like a dum-dum, Edgy. I did graduate from junior high, you know. Any idiot knows that red and white makes pink. I mean, there's variations. You got your rose pinks and your baby pinks.
Hold it!
That'll be more than enough, thank you. Do you see what I'm getting at, Mr. Winner? No, I think I do. Ubiquium is red, asphyxian is white. Mix the two together, and you get pink. That's what the pink liquid is. Yes, very good. Got there in the end. Yes, interesting. I think you finally convinced him.
Overruled.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have raised a possibility, nothing more. We cannot know for sure this shows the results of the two chemicals having mixed. And besides, the sketch you were attempting to enter as evidence was drawn by a suspect. How can we possibly hope to rely on its veracity? Hey, I drew everything exactly as I saw it. A true artist never lies or embellishes truth. Forgive me, but I did not ask for your opinion. Oh, she's a cold one, but I like it. I wish this judge would step on me. You may rest assured, Your Honor, that I mean to prove my theory to all of our satisfaction.
Overruled.
It may not be wise to jeopardize your position any further, Mr. Edgeworth. Once again, Larry's paintings are used as evidence.
They're more known for that at this point than actually being artwork, right?
Especially as there is another question to which you have yet to provide a satisfactory answer. How can you prove that this man did not enter the Awesome Wing? Until you are able to, there is little more to discuss.
Wait, maybe the victim can help us out with that.
Mr. Gusto, he is still unconscious and in critical condition.
He is. The sketch is actually good. It's pretty decent, yeah. It's like a sexy stigmata.
Now, if you don't mind, Eustace needs to carry out his own investigation of the area. If you would be so kind as to leave him in peace.
Who's this?
For the presiding judge's sake, I pray to the goddess that you need not ever be summoned to testify.
Judge Gavell? Judge Gavell? Judge Gavell? It's happened at least twice. Is it twice or is it 3 times? No, it's 3 times, isn't it? There's 1, 1, 1, 1, 4. Yeah, 1, 1, 1, 4, 3, 5. Did he have to testify in 2 at all? I don't think he did in 2, but like, he definitely has been called to testify at least 3 times.
Now then, is there something you wish to say, Mr. Artist?
If you just hold that pause for a moment there, Miss Ice Queen.
I am Justice Verity Gavell, and I would be grateful if you would dispense with these childish epithets.
Oh, finally she tells me a name. Nice to meet you, Verity. Name's Loris Donham, but you can call me Larice.
If you could stop wasting the court's time, Mr. Donham.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's just there's something I forgot to mention. The door was locked. I tried to open it and then the old guy kept tumbling out.
It does appear the door can be unlocked from the inside. However, that does not necessarily mean that it was locked at the time as you claim. Without proof, your statement carries little weight, I'm afraid.
Objection!
Woo.
Well, as it happens, I can back up Alibi upon that. Yep, we tried to come in here too, but it's just like the guy said. It was locked up tight. Ain't that so, Mazzarino?
It is. I distinctly remember how it went.
So, winnowing. Huh? I don't believe it. It's locked. The gallery's open for biz, but the Winnowander wing's off limits. What gives?
Prior to the incident with the gas, it was not possible to enter this room from the outside.
Overruled!
And what is to say that your suspicious friend was not in here with the victim the entire time?
Objection!
The fact that he didn't suffer the ill effects of the gas. Search him for a gas mask if you like. I doubt you'll find one.
I see. Then I suppose we will have to take you at your collective word.
That was a little too easy. Well, Judge Gavell, do you accept that Mr. Butts is no longer a viable suspect? And that once again Mr. Winner's deductions have fallen short of the mark? What are you talking about? I just need some more information, that's all. You know what? I would love to take that fucking conductor's rod and jam it so far up his ass that, like, when you pull it back out, it just hooks out his lower intestine with it. This fucking little twat. This little prick. I just... No. Even as a hoagie annoys me. Everything about him just irritates. Look at him! Look at him just prancing around. No, fuck you, man. Fuck you. You are a disgrace to Themis Legal Academy. You... No. The end does not justify the means. But my shotgun does. Click, click. You can't blame a guy for being a little hasty with his deductions.
You know it's not cool for a prosecutor to be saying stuff like that, right? Very well. Then perhaps we should call our next suspect. Mr. Donham, you may step down from the stand.
What was that? Hold on, guys. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Hey Crimlon. No, I'm not finishing. Just for context, as part of my brain injury, I have something called exploding head syndrome. And basically what exploding head syndrome does is it doesn't explode your head, before any of you smart asses say that. What exploding head syndrome does is it makes my brain hear things that are not there. So I just heard like a big thump sound, and it sounded like almost like next door's back door, but there's no one in there. It sounded like someone kicking the door through. Kind of like no, it's not like schizophrenia. It's basically like a mild hallucination, but it just my brain hears banging sounds every so often, and it normally sounds like someone trying to kick a door down. But it's just like, as I know, I'm very cogent of the fact that it's not normally real. So hearing things that are not there and turn you crazy. Look, after 20 years of brain injury, you just get used to it. Trust me on that. You just get used to it. Yeah.
Go, you mean? I was enjoying our time together, Verity. Let me stick around, please.
Overruled.
Show no mercy. Squish me out into a goopy mush. I'll love it.
Wow. Larry's a fucking masochist. Who exactly is this next suspect? Storm's starting to pass? Good. What sort of storm is it? Is it like a rainstorm or like a windstorm?
The pharmacist's delicious scone. Your artist friend may have struggled to lay his hands on a bottle of Infesticide Ultra, but someone in her line of work would surely have a better idea of where such a thing may be acquired. The court hereby calls for a 10-minute recess.
Thunderstorm with sprinkles of rain. Ah, got ya. See, to us in the UK, a thunderstorm always has rain. Because you don't get a storm in the UK without rain. It just doesn't happen.
Eustace, we will go and fetch the suspect. Your winning smile will bring her running, I am sure.
My winning... Oh, of course, Givel. Let's go get her at once. Hey, Detective Flatfoot, you carry on investigating while I'm gone, okay? Sure. Is it possible? Could Judge Gavel have suspected Miss Scone from the start?
Now you mention it, she wasn't helping Mr. Winner like she usually does, huh?
What exactly is your angle here, Judge Gavel? Curious. Is this a to be continued point? Ah, right, okay. Right. I'm really sorry to do this when you've just arrived, Krim, but I'm going to wrap things up there purely because my voice is starting to go and, like, I'm exhausted. Let me pull over here a minute. There we go. Oh, yeah, I mentioned near the start of the stream that I only got about 5 hours of sleep last night, and I'm really, really tired. Thank you. Yeah, my band played a gig last night in town, and I didn't get home until about 11:30. The thing is, like, the music my band plays is extremely physical. I play drums in the band, so it's like, it's even more physical for me. Hang on, let me just adjust my position ever so slightly. There we go. There we are. I'm seated more comfortably now. And then also I had to do, like, load in, load out, get all of my stuff sorted, so, yeah. Rest up, then? Serious, Barry's get the voice rested? Hell yeah. I will do that. So tomorrow I'm back with Tectonica. We might do an early start compared to what I said because my wife's actually out at the cinema later in the afternoon. So that means basically I'll have a chance to get myself some food, get live. Tectonica we've not played for a little while, but we were up to the point where we're basically looking to... we need to basically get sand pumps and biodiesel going on, so that's kind of the plan of action for now, but... I've started penciling stuff in for next week. It's a little bit more Spartan than normal because I've got a band practice at one point and then I've got another gig on Friday. We're playing over in Manchester. So very broadly, at the moment, we've got Super Metroid Exile Edition on Monday. We've got Field Intensity Finale on Wednesday. Tomb Raider on Thursday. We'll be playing Ace Attorney on the Saturday again. And then for the Sunday, I haven't decided yet. I'm going to have a look at what games I've got. We might use Sunday to finish off Jurassic Park. It seems like a decent day to do it, you know. But yeah, in the meantime, guys, cheers for the hangs. I'm sorry it's been a bit shorter than normal, but all being well, I'll be back at a decent time tomorrow. We can get a nice, good Tectonica stream in. I'm just looking, when was the last time we played Tectonica? It was February the 3rd, so it's been almost 3 weeks now. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I'm going to go rest up. I'm going to go get myself some cup ramen, I think, and then some betties. Yes. I'll see you guys very soon. Take lots of care. Enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you again for coming. Yellow wind warning. Oof. Yes, same. Be careful, everyone in the UK. There is a yellow wind warning about for tomorrow. So, yeah, try not to get blown away. But as before, I'll see you guys very soon. Oh, Arrow, you came just as I was wrapping up. I'm so sorry. No storm on Monday morning? No, it's hitting the west coast of the UK. The yellow wind of turmeric. But no, the wind warning is the west coast of the UK, so it's hitting Ireland and Scotland and Wales. But I don't think it's due to hit the south coast. Therefore, you're probably safe. So, yes. Anyway, I'm off. I'll see you guys soon. Take care, and until next time. Thanks for coming.